That's deep how you figured it out with those numbers. Yeah, you said it was 14 what?
1493, November 14, 1493. Yeah. So, you know, there's a legacy and a storied history of our indigenous ancestors in those regions giving these people the business. And it took 7 different of their countries to come over there to St. Croix to try to subjugate them people, and they still not subjugated. You know what I'm saying? So they love telling the story that they get to tell, but they never tell about the people that have fought them, defeated them. Like, they had the first slave revolt in the Virgin Islands in the 1700s before 1804, before Haiti. And people from over there that got away taught people in Haiti how to go about doing that. You know what I'm saying? So, you gave them the sauce. You know, you got to share notes. You got to, you know what I mean? And then you got to qualify yourself. People that have been successful in one campaign, you got to run it for the next campaign. It's a lot of work to be done, you know, when you want to get free.
Right.
But we find ourselves right back in the situation right now, and it's really layered, you know what I'm saying? And it's such a program that's taking place again. We need to be, you know, frontlining in people's face, but we also got to understand facial recognition. We also got to understand, you know, the monitoring program in this city and how this city is under surveillance. You know, but still, you know, standing on truth is standing on truth. And that has what's made this particular real estate vibrate and resonate and demonstrate across the entire planet.
You can tell this planet,
I'm good, go.
This state is being under surveillance by the food they cook.
I'm talking about this location that we in right now. They put them cameras up there after we started cooking. Them cameras wasn't always up there.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Wow. We literally seen when they installed them cameras.
Same way how they put cameras up in the hood when niggas start cooking and shit.
Right.
They start doing a lot of killing, they put them cameras up, the police cameras and them lights and all that.
Yeah, and the lights and yeah. But they had put this shit right over here. And this was a little bit while after I had a fight in front of the Apollo with a dozen police with like beefsteak Charlie niggas.
I think I remember that shit.
Huh?
I think I remember that.
Yeah, that was the very first video that Sonetta uploaded. And he was the very first nigga amongst us to grab the camera and watch a nigga attempt, because they wanted to put me in the
Full Nelson.
yeah, in the chokehold. But it was called the Michael Baez back in the days, because we all grew up on the story of a nigga who they fiended out like that. You know what I'm saying? And they had, you know, it was in the paper. The nigga got charged and everything. I think he beat the case, but that's one of their famous moves. So the nigga was trying to fiend me in that particular move, you know, and it was a whole dozen of them. And I kid you not, it felt like it was 5-year-olds pulling on my arm. That's the first time that I unlocked that level of power, that I was like, oh shit, like, this shit go. But you gotta have a determination to want to live. And your determination to want to live gotta be stronger than their determination to want to kill you. Because I pull it up, like, the shit is on the internet, like, they wanted to fucking totally, because I was embarrassing them after that, so then their anger even got more, because they was into their size. They thought that they had it. And I'm like, nah, you don't got this. You don't got it. You feel me? Not only do you not have it, then I'm slamming them. Boom! But then I'm on the ground, they over me, and then I hear them say he got a gun, so I know what that means, right? Oh, this embarrassment has taken you to the degree now where you no longer can, you know, you see that this level of embarrassment is gonna cost you more, so now you're gonna take me out and say that I had a gun, and that's your excuse for shooting me while we underneath all of these motherfuckers. Nah, we not doing that. And the women on the sidewalk started throwing shit at them, and they started wilding. But the niggas was standing and looking at the shit.
How about that?
You feel me?
It's going down.
So that's the incident that now the block is hot because it was a black sergeant. The precinct was right over here. You know what I'm saying? But all these D's start jumping out, niggas with suits and everything. And the niggas took me to the precinct and they charged me with assault because one of them got cut on the floor. Yeah, one of them got cut, right? So I get charged with that. I come out the next day, I get bailed out. I can't hustle over here no more, it's hot, right? It's shit hot as fireworks. So,
That one on the way there.
but still, like I told them, I was still doing this in the daytime, but at night, that's when we had the cameras, and me and my business partner, Majesty, was doing red carpet events, covering all of the, everything shaking in the city, dealing with hip hop. We still capturing news. You know what I'm saying? And we still doing interviews, and we have like a video magazine, but it was also the DVD. But again, this when we first started YouTube. I started my YouTube in 2007, January 1st. You feel me? I was early to it because I had content because we was making public access TV content for our show. Because I had mad footage from interviews that I was doing because I was a journalist. I had a newspaper called Four Corners. I've been interviewing niggas since 2001. You feel me? And I have like, I got Pulitzer Prize type interviews with these niggas. 3 hours with Nas, 3 hours with Chuck D the day that we buried Jam Master Jay. You know what I'm saying? I put Kanye on his very first cover. 3 hours with him before the jaw got broke. I got all that. That's me. I was doing that and I was hustling up here to you know what I'm saying, subsidize the fact that that shit didn't pay yet because they didn't understand the content was king, but we was in the content business since back then. But that was my trap over there. I was hustling clothes, but I had the major waves. I caught the Obama wave. I was responsible for that, right? I was the very first person to put Shepard Farley on a t-shirt that I saw the picture on the internet, and I started the merchandising, and I taught everybody on this block how to carry Obama merch because the white people that came up here now stopped and was doing business with niggas, and every other day they would walk with their money, and I'm like, how are we getting in their pockets, y'all? That's the test. Fuck all that shit you talking about with the history. How we getting in their pockets right now? Because it's mad at them coming up and down the block, and they got money, they up here to spend, and they not looking at us. So the minute I got a universal product, which was Obama, everybody ate. And Harlem became the strip that people came to get they drip from. That was activated by the fanfare of that nigga's political movement. And they did the at the state building, they did the whole campaign, the night of the election. They did that shit on jumbo screen. It was cracking in Harlem, nigga. The footage, and I lost that footage in story, huh? Not the inauguration, the day that he won the night he won the election. Harlem was crazy. And I had all that footage and I lost that shit in storage. I'm talking about this shit was ill, like an African nigga that was chiseled up running down the street with the American flag, like a 50-foot one. Like niggas really, just for that night, felt like they took America. The niggas woke up the next day and found out, nah, son, your ass gotta go to work, and that nigga work for a cracker just like you do. You feel me? Yeah, you got a black face on white supremacy. Picture that.
You made a killing with the Obama shit.
Oh, so I did the Obama run, but I started out here, like my shit went like through the Astro when I did the Michael Jackson run. So my spot, because I had hustled in front of there, and I was the person out here with the rhinestone shirts first, with the rhinestone belts. I had a whole setup over there in front of the Apollo with Tiana Taylor and them used to stop at my, like I had a drip department. Them niggas was over here doing angry shit. I was over there getting money because I opened my station to everybody, and everybody was buying because it was about fashion. Like you can't exclude the LGBT community in this community and think you ain't getting no bread. Right? You can't exclude the children and think you're gonna get some some bread.
Right.
You can't even, again, and white folks, you got to find a way to pull them in because they got disposed, they up here, they tourists. They looking to bring something back. And you got some shit they children like? Man, we was killing them over there, bro. I was out here with motherfucking gold chains like this. This when niggas was, bro. There was so many phases and chapters of shit that happened out here with us. So that was that phase. So I had already had that spot lit. So when Michael Jackson died, the Apollo became ground zero for all of his fans to come. That whole building shit that was there was a board.
So
And-
what year we at now?
This is 2009,
2009.
June
All right.
25th.
I caught y'all around.
Yeah, June 25th, 2009. This is when YouTube started. That, because of Michael Jackson, is how Sign of the TV got started and Know the Ledge at the same time. Because I left Epic the day that Michael Jackson died. I'm working at Epic. I'm walking by the nigga plaque every day. I'm walking by the Thriller plaques in the building, on the floor of the company that he built. So he's heavily in my consciousness. And the night before, I went to the movies and saw Transformers 2, Revenge of the Fallen. And that whole movie was about the Archangel Michael. So he was heavily on my mind. And I didn't go to work that day for some reason. So I'm at home in my townhouse in Bed-Stuy, paid by Sony Epic, chilling, living my life, me and my company, Street Knowledge Media, with our 3-part Nipsey Hussle documentary already in the can. You know what I'm saying? We already made several bands off these niggas and our contract is coming up. So I'm living a life. And then Mike died. And then the next day I came to Harlem and I never left. And that's just how everything happened. So when I came back, I had these cameras that was HD and they was flip cameras. They was like this big, but when you hit the side, a USB come out. They was flip cameras, but the film was HD. So for the very first time, they put the power of an HD camera in your hands on some regular shit. I had like 3 of them. So I came to the block and showed niggas, you know what I'm saying? I gave the cameras out like, yo, we gotta get content. The more people come and buy shit, just start filming shit. And I'm gonna show you how to upload it. There's a site called YouTube. And we could store this shit on YouTube. And they was like, what? And I was like, yeah, create an account. And we showed Sai how to create an account. And Red created his account, which was Know the Ledge TV.
Who had the Key of Life? What is that?
Key of Life?
Yeah, it's like some Key of Life.
Yeah, that's my dude. Hip hop is real.
What you talking about
that's
is the
him
birth
too?
of
Yeah,
the
that's him too.
conscious community. This is
The digital fate, the YouTube era of it. Yes, it happened right after because of Michael Jackson, right over there. When I showed them how to create their,
Here or on YouTube?
but you know, once Sai opened his YouTube, it became about, you know, the shit that he already had content-wise. So he puts, I guess my video is the first shit out. That's the fucking teaser, the sizzler. And I'm like, nigga, if I was you, I would take it down.
Free blueprint.
But yeah, if you think that makes you look good, you got the camera in your hand. I'm fighting 8 police,
Tough.
10 and dozens of them. I'm like,
nah, ain't no fucking way.
so we had already went through our psychological shit with that I knew that the nigga was fun and games. Cause I'm like, if anything real was to happen, I'm like, this is the business you looking for. But you ignored it, and I never see you engage it. But I'm always letting them niggas know it's a no-go over here. I don't need no license. I don't none of that shit. Go over there with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here on the block doing me. Right? But you got an arrangement with them, so they over here playing with you. That don't got nothing to do with me. So I always moved like a sovereign out here. I always moved in autonomy out here. I always set shit up. And niggas always fucked up the setup. Making it about them. Peace, God. Peace, good brother. This brother's a staple as well. Like, there's a certain tapestry that's part of the community that you can never pass through in community and not expect to see certain tapestry. I don't ever think that there's been a time that I have been up and down 125th that I have not seen you.
Well, it's always a pleasure to see you, because when I see you, I see, bro, that's out of the darkness and in the light.
Yes, my brother. Yes.
And I just remember that Dr. Sebi t-shirt.
Yes.
I got to rock it.
You absolutely
Not
do.
only rock it, but rock it well.
Rock it well. Rock it with honor. Give thanks, my good brother. Appreciate you.
Thanks and praises.
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah. Good to see you, man.
You as well.
For real, for real.
I'm just going through some of the different layers of history that I remember just from being in this location through phases and eras and you know what I mean?
Well, like I always say, if these streets could talk, yo, if that building could talk.
If that building could talk.
What you heard, if that building could talk, Jesus Christ, the stories it would tell.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, think about all the people, all the legends.
All the legends that walk through those,
I mean, that been inside those halls.
Whose life changed, right,
I mean,
in that building.
From last century into this century. It's like, this is a worldwide institution. This is why it's morphed into a tourist trap.
Yes.
Because brothers and sisters really don't support it the way they should.
They don't.
Tourists, when it's like on amateur night, Wednesday nights, when they have amateur night, this is a tourist trap central right here.
Yeah.
Whitey.
You know I know.
I'm
out here.
Sisters boycott.
Yeah.
They play right past it.
It's not only white, it's corporate whitey. Like you see them, they'll pull up with the buses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They be having whole packages. They come up in squads and teams up here. But they patronize.
Yeah.
It's just be all of them.
Truth be told, they're the ones that's keeping this ship afloat.
Yeah,
they
absolutely keeping it afloat.
That's who's paying the bills.
They absolutely paying the bills. Yes.
No doubt.
Right.
Anyhow, the beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Yes.
And it's heaven sent weather. Let me leave you with this comment.
Yes, my brother.
Today is the first day moving forward that the sun will be setting before 8 p.m.
You said today is
the first day, starting today.
Yes.
The sunset will be before 8 p.m.
Thank you.
Because moving forward, we are losing approximately 1 minute of sunlight per day.
Listen, this is very key what he's talking about as well. He said, today is the first day that the sunset will be before 8 p.m.
Because
moving forward, we're losing
a minute of sunlight daily. Pretty soon, it's like when you had a party and they start blinking the lights. Well, the sun is blinking, it start to blink the lights, let us know that, you know what, the party's still going on, but don't get too comfortable. This thing is winding down. This summertime weather is winding down. These long days are winding down.
Right.
Last night the sun set at 8 p.m. on the nose.
On the nose.
Tonight,
so now it's falling behind.
Tonight, 7:59 p.m.
It changes like that all year, bro. The earth is on a wobble.
Because Earth continues to rotate around the sun.
Oh.
Earth continues to rotate around the sun.
I noticed that because of prayer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, two things with that, right? First, today is the anniversary of hip hop. So hip hop peaks at the zenith of solar energy, Leo energy. Before that, Leo energy starts dissipating. So the peak point, which is the peak point of summer energy of solar activation, is today. And then everything starts waning backwards. Yes, because going backwards, we start losing the lion's mane, because the lion's mane is what? The sun is at its highest peak or its most exalted station today. And then it starts descending backwards, or the fall backwards means the fall of the lion or the sun to its death in December in Capricorn. When you put it in a tune for 3 days, which is Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, right? Then it comes back in spring, it's reborn again. It comes from Hades, and it starts its rebirth in Aries, and its regeneration, and its ascendancy back to Leo to get to the point that we're at today, where we honor hip hop. But it's also the last day of the dog days of summer. So the dog days of summer coincide with what he's saying, that now Sirius has, reached her peak, and now it's starting to fall and become, like leaves. Peace, God. Peace. Yes.
2 years ago today.
Yes. The Godfather. Yes. Peace, God.
So this is 51 years?
No.
Indeed. We out here, brother.
51 years of hip hop?
2 years ago today.
52, yeah.
52 years of hip hop?
52.
Yeah.
52 years of hip hop or 51?
52, 5'2", right? 5'2" in a 2'5" year. So it's a mirror, it's a schism to that. You know what I mean? It's a window to that. It's a gateway, it's a doorway. You know, he could tell us about that math. 25 and 52.
25 and 52, that's backwards. 52 weeks of a year, and 25 is actually the 25th chapter of the Quran, which is for the can. For the can is to foresee time, or to come from one's natural self, or how you deal with time. See, when he was talking about that, I was thinking about it's going to do that. That's why we got seasons. That's why we have the moon. The earth is on a wobble.
Right.
23.5 is going to do that. The time, it's not because time is speeding up. Time is of a perspective of oneself. You know, it's one thing that I break down is the 361 degrees, bro.
Yeah.
How many degrees in a circle? 361, because it's the dot that's in the middle that they forgot. You know what I mean?
The
that
dot,
adds
the
last
dot,
degree.
the dot that they forgot.
The dot that they forgot.
So yeah,
Yes, sir.
I wrote something. Ooh, hold on.
Get in there with you.
Just the other day, I had wrote something for that.